Hi dorks! Hello, hello, welcome in. Welcome in. It is Unchowder. It's time for a day. How's it going, everyone? Hello Orion, hello JM, hello Mink, hello everyone else. Lurkin, VOD watching, whatever. Slight change of plans for today. I was originally planning on continuing with Dwarf Fortress today. But there's still a lot of question marks there. For non-stream reasons, I didn't have a chance to like really dig into what the problem was. I only just today got to the point of like going into the Discord and asking about, can my save be recovered? Or can that fortress be recovered? Still don't actually have an answer. I'm gonna let them maybe give me time to respond. But I didn't want to force it in the meantime, right? I didn't want to try and find something else to do in that world while we were waiting. I didn't want to start something new. I didn't, yeah, I was, and I'm exhausted for also out of stream reasons. Everything's falling apart. I'm just exhausted. So I was not really keen on finding a high effort new thing to do. So instead, I'm just going to show you the game that I've been playing off stream for the last several weeks, month or two? I don't know, it's been out for a little bit. Started playing basically right when it came out, and I've been going pretty hard on it in the evenings. This has been my evening chill game for a little while. I have beaten the game, however you want to define that. I did see the credits. There is kind of a story. So I have seen the credits. There's still plenty to do. There's still a lot to do post-credits. My main goal right now is just completing the Pokedex, is kind of the self-imposed goal that I have for myself right now. Because that's how you do it, right? It's a Pokemon game. I'm gonna get all the Pokemon. We're not catching them all. You don't catch them all, we're befriending them all. I gotta befriend them all. So we're just gonna hang out. That's the plan for today. We're gonna chill. I'm gonna show you my Pokemon. I'm gonna show you all the houses that I've made for them. And then we're gonna continue on making houses and setting up furniture and all that good stuff. There's still so much left to do in here. There's so much left to do. You'll see. You'll see. So that's the plan. Happy Monday, everyone. Jam, you mentioned you were watching someone else play this, but they stopped. So that's interesting. I'm curious who that was. I've been watching Zuli the Witch on YouTube has been streaming this a little bit, but we are way ahead of where she is. I was definitely enjoying watching her play through this last week or so. But yeah, we're a bit further. We're post game. We have all the areas unlocked and all the mechanics, as far as I can tell. I have like all the moves unlocked. But I still seen hints of things that we haven't seen yet. Anyway, oh, I have like a Trash Mac raid. Hooray! Welcome in, Trash Mac. Oh my goodness, we're doing something different today. How are you? I'm gonna shout you out real quick. There you are. Welcome in. We're gonna hop into Pokopia here real quick, and you're all gonna see what I've been doing off stream. If you care about spoilers for Pokopia, then maybe bow out. I am post credits here. So if you care about spoilers for this game, then bye. But it's not a very spoiler heavy game. There's just like some things you see that are neat that maybe the reveal is a little bit cooler if you do it naturally. But if you're not planning on playing the game, then whatever. Anyway, hello Nap, hello Trash, hello everyone. Trash, go to bed. Yeah, go to bed, Nap. Go to bed. It's good for you. Once watched a Alice Through the Looking Glass TV adaptation, and it had Christopher Lloyd White Knight. It was that moment I became a lifelong lover of dotted good-natured knights who keep a non-functional beehive in their house. What? What? Paid $3.50 for hotel Wi-Fi to watch the stream. Excellent. Okay, I'll try not to be. I'll try to make your $3.50 worth it. Anyway, they're a big YouTuber doing this on their hobby channel. So I got busy doing the earning videos that dropped off. Yeah, that's fair. I get it. Well, welcome in, everyone. Yeah, hello, Barely Creative. Cool new game. Oh, today's episode, important. Today's episode is brought to you by a chair. Here you go. And by viewers like you. Clicking on all those buttons down there, hanging out with us live, hanging out in VODs, hanging out in Discord, hanging out in the little houses that I'm building for my Pokemon. Wherever you want to hang out, there's a place to chill and hang out. And that's gonna be what we do, right? So I'm gonna push this button. I think I have it all set up correctly. Yeah, look. It just works. Oh, and then I need to see it on my screen, don't I? 1 second. That button. And okay, there we go. Now I actually have it on my screen. Okay. Yay! Oh, you see my photos there? I just love, there are so many little touches to this game. Tell me if audio or anything needs to move around. It's not a chair, no back support. I guess that's fair. I mean, in Dwarf Fortress, it's good enough to call it a throne, right? Here's me. Here's one of my houses. It's nice how chairs give so much support. It's true. It's true. I do love the backs of chairs. Okay, so we're kind of just joining the mid junk with this game. Oh, it's weird to see it on this monitor. Oh, a Pokemon. Is the Taco a town? Okay. Oh, there's gonna be Pokemon to find. So, okay. Here's where I'm at with things. In case you have any knowledge of this game, we are post-credits. I spent basically all of my time in the 4 main zones, and I left Pallet Town basically alone until I beat the game. So this is Pallet Town. This is like the most empty area when you start. So basically all of this stuff that I've built here is from me. This is the little house that I made for myself. There's the path back to the main part of the world. This is like my least developed area. But it's also what I've been working on most recently. So we have Eevee here. Apparently my flowers have attracted a Pokemon. We're gonna inspect and see what's here. I have no idea what's here. It's a Fido. I didn't know Fido was in here. Phew, what a surprise. Oh, sorry about that. There are so many things around here I'd never seen before. I was going for a walk and just really got into it all. I promise from now on I'll look straight ahead when I'm walking. Excellent. Little baked guy. Yeah. Yeah. The yeast in Fido's breath is useful for cooking, so this Pokemon has been protected by people since long ago. Okay. Sure. Why not? Oh, and I guess I could have gotten it from a bakery as well. It likes warm habitats, cute stuff, watching stuff, soft stuff, fire, interesting. Letters and words, sweet flavors, okay. Sounds good, we're now friends with Fido. I don't imagine this is a great spot for you. Yeah, you wish it was warmer. Interesting. Interesting, I guess the baked good dog does want to have a warm spot, so I guess that makes sense. It is so tiny. Oh, I didn't realize it had like a little braid on his back. This is one of the Pokemon I'm not as familiar with. I don't think I played the game that this one is from. It's just gonna go to sleep. I do have plans for adding like a lava area, like over on that island over there, but I'm quite a ways away from that. Actually, that's what I was working on most recently. Maybe that's gonna be that's something we'll work on today. There's like a couple of really large constructions that you can make. And most recently I was clearing ground for it, but I need more raw materials. So we might go to a dream island today, get some lava rock. But yes, this is all very empty so far. I built a couple of windmills, not even powering anything with them yet, I just built them. And then tossed down a bunch of these gondolas. But this is what I'm working on right now. This is just a big flat area. But I need more copper, so I mined more copper. We need to gather our copper from our spots, and then in the lava rock, and then I need to get 15 people to build this. Did you meet Gyaru Bulbasaur? Gyaru Bulbasaur? I guess not. I've met normal Bulbasaur. I have normal Bulbasaur. I'm assuming I've met all the weird characters. One thing I've noticed recently, so there's a handful of like named characters that you meet that are different from like their default forms, right? There's the Pikachu, there's the pale Pikachu that I see in a lot of the promotional stuff. I was actually kind of spoiled on that because it was in promotional stuff, but whatever. Oh, there's another one over here. But there's pale Pikachu, there's... Didn't I already have you? I thought I already had you. Or no, you're Tinka Tough. You're all soft and squishy, and I don't like that. I don't like it, pal. I like my Pokemon sharper and tougher. Huh? You say you can probably get tougher? Okay, I'll be waiting here until you toughen up a little. Okay. Sure. Yeah, there's Tinka Tough. Hooray. Hi. You're just gonna give me a stick? You're gonna give me a stick. You gave me a thing. Anyway, getting distracted. There's a special Snorlax, there's a special Tinkaton, there's a special, Greedent, right? Or what's the big squirrel, the evolved squirrel? There's like special versions of a couple of Pokemon, but now I'm realizing that you can also get the default version. Like, I just got a normal Pikachu here, but I also have, like, a variant Pikachu that we met during the story. So that kind of leads me to believe that I've met all the special ones and that we're gonna find some more normal ones. Oh, here's Bulbasaur. Why is Bulbasaur here? Bulbasaur doesn't live here. I'm holding a jump rope contest. Okay. Bulbasaur doesn't live here. That's weird. When playing jump rope, you can receive wonderful prizes based on how many times you jump. Connect with other players and jump with them. Okay. I'm not gonna do that right now. Why are you here? So I can see... I can filter by who's here, right? And it does have you here. This isn't your home. Where's your home? Is it true that Tinkaduff showed up here? Can't wait to play together. Okay. Can't ask about your home. Is a jump rope contest going on right now? Oh, is this the event? Is there... Okay, interesting. Maybe this is a special event. Is there like a global jump rope contest going on? Okay. I'm gonna try. Oh, that button. My finger was on the wrong button to start with. Speaks in a Valley Girl, I guess, English parlance. Yeah, that's fair. The normal Bulbasaur does have a lot of them have like, very specific ways of talking. And you'll see. A lot of them say yo a lot. A lot of them like to say yo. Oh! Okay. No, I gotta get good. One jump. Hooray. New record. Clearly I haven't done that a whole lot. Okay, let's keep going. I gotta get more than one. Okay, I'm gonna try. No, come on. It's like, it's so slow, and then it hits the ground and is really fast. And it takes forever to... Oh, I stopped. Okay, whatever. We'll come back for that. Whatever. Okay, we get our stamp rally. If you haven't played Pokopia and you have played Animal Crossing, then a lot of this will look familiar to you. However, daily shop. Oh, I can buy a recipe for a microwave. So I'm definitely doing that. And for a waterproof seat. I've just been buying all of the recipes, honestly. Because they change every day. And then a lot of our Poke Centers have Pokemon inside selling things. So here's Glaceon. A fancy pen? I don't think I've seen a fancy pen before. These are all kind of normal. Resort table I think I can make. I can make industrial chairs. I have not seen fancy pen before. You want two? You want, 2 jars of honey for a pen? Sure. Okay, goodbye. Oh, and I have Munchlax. Just recently got Munchlax over here. Munchlax was sleeping, to everyone's surprise. Time to wake up. How comfortable are you? You also wish it was nicer, or warmer. But you also think it's nice. Okay, so I'm not too worried. I also have a couple of other little habitats. Don't appear to be doing anything. Anyway, how is everyone? My brain is very scattered right now, in case you couldn't tell. Which is kind of why I wanted to do this and just kind of exist for a moment. I have tomatoes. So apparently all the evolutions are specific to this zone. You're chatting. The photo ops are fun too. Eevee's friends. Okay, I took a photo. I like that you can take photos and they kind of get incorporated into the game. Like if you have a TV, you can put any of your photos on the TV. I think that's pretty fun. I don't think there's anything else on those other islands yet. Munchlax is my partner in Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, so special place in my heart. Munchlax is great. I have only played Mystery Dungeon a tiny bit. And it was one of the older ones, right? There's a couple of those, if memory serves. I was playing like what? There's like a Game Boy Advance one? Maybe a DS one? I don't know, I was playing one of the older ones and it was a while ago. That's all I remember. That's all I remember. Let's go to the first zone. Let's go back real quick. I'll show you one of my more established zones so you can see what I've been up to. I'm okay, feeling a little better of myself, but more tired, yeah. Probably was one of the rescue team series. Oh, probably. Yeah, we were playing as Pokemon. Like there weren't any humans. It was kind of like this. There was like a strategy aspect. It was like a dungeon crawler, which is why I thought it was Mystery Dungeon. Here's my house. All my junk, my kitchen, my vending machines. Hello, Kingsrick. How's it going? Mr. Rito's lurking. Okay, sounds good. Totally fine. I'm just showing off my Pokemon. Yeah, we're just hanging out with Pokemon. I finally found a second Clefairy. I just want to have all the dolls here. I just want to have all the dolls. Got Pokemon Gold, I think, ROM on my phone. Maybe wonder if I can stream it. Oh, that'd be fun. Streaming an emulator from your phone is funny. I definitely did some emulator gaming on my phone a while back, but I definitely didn't try to stream it. Just got back from a big hiking trip. Excellent. So tired, but feeling very accomplished. Good. Good. Here's my roommates. I recently got Meowscara. Never finished Gold, so it could be fun. Yeah. Doing cat crimes in Final Fantasy XIV. Excellent. I think it'd be in the spirit of the thing, true. I didn't realize, so I've also not played the game that Meowscara is from. I didn't realize that they have like the floaty bit. I didn't realize there was a floaty flower involved. Oh, that's cute. That's cute. This game is very cute. I remember you saying it was with friends, but did I make up it was in Spain? I don't remember that, but now I'm curious. Proportions of these Pokemon are sending me yes. I mean, yes. Just seeing them all next to each other, seeing them all interact with each other is very cool. Oh, there's something buried here. Also, I can fly. Don't worry about it. Another CD! I already have that one even. But here's my starting area. Order of Portugal up to Santiago, Spain. Excellent, that sounds really fun. See, here's where Bulbasaur lives. But now there's still a jump rope contest. So I guess Bulbasaur is doing a jump rope contest. How's your comfort level? You want a water toy. Okay. Sounds good. But then like, Venusaur lives in here. Yeah, look how big he is. I got a whole house for him, because he's huge. Got warts on his butt. Lots of good trails around there, I think, as it used to be a big pilgrimage site. Oh, interesting. Big frog guy, he's so cool. I tried to give a lot of the big Pokemon like nice homes. I got one for Hariyama. Charizard's place is okay. I think he could use some more furniture, but he's pretty happy with all the lava. But yeah, like none of this is here when you start. And there's shops in here. I've been checking all the shops every day. Because they've been giving me furniture I haven't had access to otherwise. I have these, I have all this. Not gonna worry about it. Doing one of the Camino pilgrimages with some friends, super fun, and so much beautiful scenery. That sounds amazing. If you have photos, I would love to see them in Discord. But no pressure if you don't want to. Hoot Hoot is selling. Garden table, a flat leaf plant, a single leaf, the Boo in the box, which I already have, and a toilet. I already have all these. I already have all those. That's Bulbasaur. Bulbasaur's been looking for you. Want to check in? I already did. Thanks, Tangela. Or Tangrowth. Okay, do you really want me? You really want me to jump rope? Let's give this one more shot. Yeah, it's so fast. It's faster when it's on the bottom. I'm going by audio cues now. Oh, okay, it started going faster. Okay. Okay, that was much better. That was much better. 16 jumps. Personal record. Hooray! Here's a gift. Oh! Oh, I got Lepa berries. And a jar of honey. And a star piece. Okay. Interesting. I didn't realize there were prizes. If you give this Pokemon visiting from far away, they'll give you a gift in return. Interesting. So I haven't done any of the online stuff yet. I haven't gone to anyone's place, and I've never had anyone come here, so I haven't actually done any of that yet. Combi and Bulbasaur are definitely friends. But I have, like, I've restored all the road. All this is quite beat up when you first start. I made a little lava pool here for Charmander and Charizard, or Charmeleon and Charmander. Charizard lives with much more lava, but I figured this is like a nice little hot tub for them, right? Here's where Drillbur lives. Heck is gonna be destructive over here. There's this area over here. I'm still trying to get a Clefable or whatever. Trying to attract. This is a habitat. I've been building up here a little bit. I want to put some more structures in here, but I haven't even filled in all the structures that I have. Recently got Skip Loom over here. This was Pichu, but I've moved Pichu to another zone. This is an empty house, right? Yeah, so I should put some people there. I have War Turtle back here. I'll get these, whatever it is. Bean seeds. Hooray. And then what do I have down here? Do I have anything in here? This is just... Oh, that's right. This goes through to... Where does this go? It's been a minute since I've been down here. Clearly I haven't restored all this. I know it connects to the mysterious slabs. There's a bunch of Pokemetal in here. Okay. Oh. That's right. There's stuff that I'm forgetting about in here. Yeah. And then... Jeez. So confusing. And then that goes down there. And then I remember what's through here, right? This should be the big thing. Yeah. So I'm making progress on the unknown wall. You just have to dig those things up randomly, so I'm like halfway done with it, I guess. Is Pokemetal made of metal Pokemon? I think so. I think it's the Pokemon version of metal. Because you get like copper and gold and iron and then Pokemetal. So yeah, I think it's like, I think the idea is that it's like all kinds of metal combined. Or like all, it has some sort of connection with Pokemon types. It's not exactly explained. It's not exactly explained. And there's like power. You have to route power to all your junk. Got water going. We have water wheels. Still don't... I'm waiting for someone to show up here. I have someone in this house. I have Volbeat and Venonat and Larvitar, I guess? It's like oil is... So like oil is old animals and plants. That's true. Yeah, maybe that's what's going on. It's fossilized Pokemon. Of course, you also get fossils. We also dig up fossils of Pokemon. But I guess that doesn't really preclude the other thing either. I have all this area back here. I'm pretty happy with how all this feels. I'm just grabbing all the ripples in the water. Another housing kit, sure, why not? I have so many house kits. Onyx lives in there. Here's Caesar. Or Scyther, rather. Was having him chop some wood. Is it, because like, so you can't, I don't know how familiar people are with this game. Like I can't chop logs into wood on my own. I have to give logs to a Pokemon with cut, or chop, I guess. And they will chop the wood for me over time. But I can't do it on my own. There's a couple materials like that. Like I can't make paint. I can't make bricks. That kind of thing. I still have... I think Caesar is pronounced scissor. Wrong. I disbelieve. It's Caesar. It's a Pokemon. It's pronounced how I say it's pronounced. I have a couple people over here. By people, I mean Pokemon. checking some of these habitats that I've made that haven't made their thing yet. There's a Slowbro. I have a Shellos. I think the rest of this... I might have all the Pokemon in this zone. I know I have more habitats available that haven't been spawning anything. So let's go to a zone that I know I need to do things in. Let's go to Rocky Ridges. I say Skizor. I also say scissor this way. Skizzer. I've said skizzers in like a not as in like that's how I think the word is pronounced, but like when you do an intentional mispronunciation of something. I've said skizzers before. I know I have, but I don't know. I feel like Pokemon names shouldn't just sound exactly like real words. Maybe that's just a personal opinion of mine. It's raining. It's raining in the lava zone. Got some windmills up there. In this zone I live with, what's its name? Ninetales. Mispronounce it essentially every time. Yes, as is proper. Oh, I see an artifact over there. I see several. Okay, we're a lot of the stuff that I still have to get is digging it out of the ground, so. Wing fossil tail. Okay, I'm missing one of the wing fossils, but it's not that one. I'm missing wing fossil left and Despot, I think is what it's called. Another Silphco. I got two of the same CDs in the same stream. Oh, honey. What was I saying? And then like Despot Tail. I think those are the two that I know of that I still need. Oh, look, honey. Honey is great. I like honey as a currency for doing trades. Maybe that's just me. This is a house with no one in it yet. But I like all these ripples. English deserves to be made fun of. I agree. Technology poster, okay. Here's my farm. Here's my Rotom. But Excadrill lives here under my awning to do all my farming for me. Yeah, see, like this tablet here, you just put your own photos on electronic devices. For the heck of it. For the heck of it. Let's do like that one. That one's pretty good. So I got Lotad, I got Toxel? Pokemon Legend Arceus Town Music, yes. Arceus is probably might be my favorite Pokemon game, honestly. It's very good music. It's very good chill music. What form was your Rotom? This is the only form you find it in. You find Rotom in this form. And I don't think there's a way to change it. I think he becomes a kind of a story, like a plot character? I don't know how to describe that. As the story progresses, there's certain Pokemon that you interact with more specifically, and Rotom is one of them. In this zone, you have to put on a party. You learn about parties. I haven't actually done a party since, like, outside of the story. Maybe we should do a party. But Rotom is, integral to the party arc, I guess I'll say. There's, Pomo. I know that the chef squirrel lives in here. I used to have Tyrant back here, but now this is just empty. Anyway, no one's doing their shop stuff here. So now, yeah, just Bulbasaur just exists in front of all the Poke Centers at the same time now, I guess. I did build a house over here, so there's 3 people living here. Got Cacturn and Bonsley and Cricketune. Seems like a nice party house. Honey for days. Why not? And then over here I have Machoke and Riolu and Rotom and what's a Vibrava? No, Flygon. Right, that's Flygon, right? But this zone is mostly like underground. This is the hot zone. This is where a bunch of my fire Pokemon live. Oh look, another artifact. That's just a relic that I have to identify. Lop that back. But I do have mine carts. Mine carts are so funny. Look how fast you go along the minecart. That even seems slower than it was. But then there's this huge mine complex under here. So here's my copper. Magmar was helpful. Yeah, I guess it goes pretty fast still. And they can use them on their own as well. I need to keep it clear, I guess? But the Pokemon can use the tracks on their own. It's really funny. Here's where Charizard lives. Grab my copper. Charizard isn't here right now, apparently. Also, I pulled up one of these grates and then it won't let me put it back, and I'm really upset about it. Hi, Shieldon. On Gimme Ghoul. Gimme Ghoul is important. Oh, and then I have one... Oh, I'm almost tempted not to show you my spoiler Pokemon. But I kind of want to, actually. And then there's the museum up here, right? This is where all the, Oh, someone's in here. Yeah, because I placed down, the jaw fossil. Yeah, it's Tyrant! What? Why'd you get all squishy? Do you not want to play, or were you having fun? I've got no clue which it is. But we should play again sometimes. That was fun. This is an ancient Pokemon revived in modern times. It has a violent disposition, and it'll tear apart anything it gets between its hefty jaws. Excellent. Stone, hard, fire, luxury, extra size. Okay, so you'll probably be okay here. The fire's not too far from here. My home is definitely getting nicer to live in. Okay, you got a average? Okay, average is fine. But see, here's all my big fossils. I have Rampardos. I have Bastiodon. I need a tail for this one. Oh, I need body for this one. I need one wing for this one. I think those are all of the ones that are left. Right? Because I have the evolved form of that one and that one. I'm working on that one, working on that one, and there's not a small version of Aerodactyl, right? Aerodactyl's just on its own. So I guess that's all of them. I guess that's all of them. Oh, but I want to go over here. Also, there's just a whole museum here. There's like a music recording room. Pretty cool. I've stolen a lot of furniture from here. There's an upstairs. There's like a little planetarium kind of an area. Very Animal Crossing-like, yes. This whole game has taken so much from Animal Crossing. Here's the space room. And sometimes you'll see these, and these will give you hints on habitats to make to find more Pokemon. So hooray. Yeah, I figured that. I'm just missing the body. So that's not a surprise. But I like these walls. These are fun walls. These modded dwarf fortress visualizers are getting good, true. Dungeon quest builders with a Pokemon coat of paint, yes. I was describing it as, because we're playing as a Ditto, right? So we have the ability to transform into a bunch of different things and suck anything into our body, right? So, like, our inventory is literally us using the move storage. Which I think is great. So I've been thinking of this as the Kirby Pokemon playing an Animal Crossing total conversion mod for Minecraft. That's what I think this game is. Gimme Ghoul's gonna give us a rock. Or iron ore. Thanks. Thanks, Gimme Ghoul. Your Kerbo is true. We definitely are. And then one of the more recent things that I found, so this is likely a post-credits specific spoiler, but I did find an unusual Pokemon who now lives here. I gave him his own little workout area down here. Is he not? He's not here. Let's get him back here so we can say hi. You went upstairs? I think you're up there. There you are. Hello, Entei. How are you today? It's nice. A solid nice. He wants a decoration with fire. So you want like a torch or something. I think you have a torch. You have a torch. Do you want a bonfire down here? Pokemon Jesus? Yeah. So during the story, you meet a couple of legendaries, but they say hi and then they leave. Like we met Kyogre. We met, Volcanion. And then we met, one of the lightning ones. What was the lightning one? What was the lightning one we met? I don't think they show up in my Pokedex either because they're not my friends. They're just like acquaintances, I guess. Yeah, Volcanion isn't in here. I think did we meet Raikou? I think we met Raikou. And at the very end you meet Mewtwo. But they all just say hi and then leave. So I'm wondering if you can get them to move in eventually. And then Entei we met after the credits. Yeah, Entei will be in here. Because Entei is my friend. Entei actually lives here. But the other Pokemon don't live here. Yeah, like I found him on a dream island. I was not expecting it. Wants fire. But like I just found him underground and he was like, oh hey, I haven't seen anyone in a while. Do you have some friends? I kind of want some friends. So he just came back home with me. He just lives here like any other Pokemon. It's very strange. I was not expecting it. I don't think I have any fire stuff on me right now. So we have to go back to a crafting bench. My inventory is so full. I've been trying to make a gym here. I'm trying to make like a gym bro area. Mini game counter. Ooh. Okay, I don't have an arcade machine. I've not seen an arcade machine, but apparently we need one to get a magnetite. But I have Graveler in here. And then I put Tyrogue up here. And then Hitmontop? I think I have Hitmontop up here. Yeah, Hitmontop is up here. So I want to make this like into a nice gym for them all. They don't really like it here yet. But they all like exercise. So I was like, I'll just put all the exercise equipment together. They all like rocks and exercise. And then Colossal is here too. You want some food? Okay. I can give you food. Seems a nice fellow with his workout room castle. Yeah, I think so. Everyone here is pretty nice. And then we can go back. I feel like I want to make like a bonfire for Entei, which I think I have the recipe for now. Entei has big fluffy dad energy, especially because of the third movie. Well, I haven't seen the movie, but I agree. Entei's got dad energy for sure. Okay, let's make him a bonfire. I think this would be a little crowded in there for him, but it's probably what he wants. Put my thing away, put my thing away. Also, I love how you turn around. It's the mustache, there you go. That wasn't our real Entei dad, though. Okay. Hi. So we could put it like, I guess we go back in this corner. Yeah, big bonfire. And then you have to get a Pokemon to light it, but guess what Entei can do? The difference in energy that you and I require for a single day. I say it's about 8 berries worth. Okay. Come here. There you go. And you can stop following me. I trust we'll meet again. Oh, is that everything? In that case, farewell. I got that thing you wanted. So you've arranged a bonfire for me. That's very kind. Thank you, Ditto. I'll be sure to inspect it. Okay, yeah, now go over and look at it. Get your happy thought. Cool. You like it? The mustache is funny. I haven't really thought about it before. Thanks for the bonfire. I'm quite happy. Okay, so now how happy are you? You are a solid nice. Got it. Perfect. The other thing that I've noticed, or was told, I guess, so if we look at all of our Pokemon here, I guess I want to look at what a pleasant warmth. Pokemon Dad wants the heat turned up high, apparently. He's the Entei that's stepped up. So I'm trying to get all the Pokemon, right? That's my main goal right now. But the other thing that's kind of going on at the same time is we want to increase all of their comfort levels. So everyone has their own habitat, their spot where they live, right? And then based on the furniture and conditions in their home, they will have a happiness level. So like here's Riolu. I think Riolu is like really happy. Riolu is awesome. So Riolu really loves living in this rowdy house with his friends. But if I look, but we can ask like, I bet Excadrill isn't quite as happy. Yeah, Excadrill wants it to be a little bit darker, but it's nice. So it's nice despite not being as dark as he wants. But I can look at everyone by comfort level. So there's 42 total Pokemon here. We're at environment level 7. We're very nearly to level 8. But then it shows everyone's respective comfort level, right? So there's a couple that are average. There's one level below average. But then a lot of them are nice. There's a couple great, and then a couple are awesome. I think awesome is the best. I think awesome is high as it goes. But Entei is just in here, right? And Entei has a gold star. And the thing that it says is that apparently legendary Pokemon just count for more in this ranking. So like my environment level goes up when a Pokemon goes from average to nice or nice to great or whatever. But apparently Entei counts for more in some way. So I do want to make Entei happy. I want to make everyone happy, but I definitely want to make Entei happy. But Entei's the only legendary that I've made friends with. I haven't found any of the others. I'm picturing him sitting at the dining room table, taxpayers in front of him with a tiny pair of reading glasses. Yes, absolutely. Probably those reading glasses. He has to borrow Tangrowth's reading glasses. I bet is how it works. I knew Excadrill wanted it darker. I put a roof over here to try to make it darker for him. I don't know if it quite worked. I don't quite know how the light system works in this game yet. I think we could probably make like a more solid roof. I made this pretty early. So I wonder if there's a better roof we can make for Excadrill. Like one of the main things is we just want to make all the Pokemon happy, right? Excadrill wants it darker, therefore we'll make it darker. I could make a sloped stone roof. I could do just a flat stone roof. I could just not make it very tall. Maybe that would make him happier. Let's do this. I'm gonna do a handful of these flat pieces. I'm gonna do some of these for, I don't know, I'm gonna need 10. Like a middle ridge of some kind, I think. Oops. And then we can just get up here, and then the best transform you learn is at the very end. It is so good. Just lets you float endlessly. I guess this is only 2 tiles wide, isn't it? Or no, it's 3. Okay, actually that works fine. I'm just gonna pull all this up and replace it with a real roof. I guess I could make the walls more... I could maybe be putting like stone roof stuff on these logs. I can also do this, right? Oh, come on. Oh, come on. I don't think I can place stuff while I'm transformed, though. I want to go... Can I not do here? I guess I could do this. There we go. I don't know why it doesn't want to snap together. Oh well, just do it this way. I suppose I could just put Excadrill in one of the houses, but that's less... That feels like admitting defeat. I'm just gonna do like this. I'm gonna need more, aren't I? Yup. Go back to buildings. Just do another handful of those. Why not? There we go. That looks a bit nicer, I think. Yeah. I like that. I think the logs can maybe be something different someday, but that's more like player aesthetics than what they care about, I think. Let's see, what do you like? What do you want? I made your home a little nicer. Feel a lot more at home thanks to you. I would love darker. Just a little more work and it'll be perfect. So it does still want it darker. Why are they using that Pokemon healing machine motif in the background? Because. Why wouldn't they? You mean the music? I love it. I love the music in this game. Because we're healing the world. I want X-Control. I want you to come over and actually look at it. I don't know if like our wall's better. Does it just need to be darker? I still want it to, like, I still want my crops to grow. Okay. Let's split up. Okay. And then my home's feeling nicer. Okay, well you went up a level, you just also still want it darker. Interesting. Okay, well, that's fine. Sure, I'm glad it's dark around here now. Okay, so maybe that is better. Okay, that seemed to have helped. What's your theory about what happened? Oh, well, we kind of get somewhat explicit explanation. I guess we don't know exactly. Do you want the spoiler version of everything I know? Because I have seen the end, or the credits. So we get a little bit of information. Let's go check out the beach. Spoilers fine for me, not sure anyone else. Yeah, I mean, if you're too worried about spoilers, then everything I'm doing here is kind of spoilers. But the planet just kind of decided it wasn't going to be habitable anymore. We don't really understand exactly what happened. So in this zone, I live with Whooper. Whooper's a great roommate. But you find like a bunch of logs, right? You find a bunch of writings that kind of give you more information about what the humans were up to the last time, like when they were here. There's a boat. I still have quite a bit left to do in this zone too. I have a bit left to do everywhere, honestly. It's not clear what caused the environmental disasters. Oh, look, gold. Sure, Blastoise, I'll buy your gold. Humans got Talos Principle to Pokemon Edition? Yes. So that's definitely been in the back of my mind. So between Metroid Prime 4, Talos Principle, and Pokopia, they're all about civilizations dying and coming back in after the fact to pick up the pieces. All three of those games. And we've played them right after each other. Just by coincidence. Actually, I'm gonna keep my gold. So we're just do five jars of honey for 5 lumps of gold. It's just a toilet. This is a antique closet, a grubby letter. I don't think I've seen grubby letter. Need a fanfic where all 3 end up in the same afterlife. Yeah. Yeah, they're linked. It's all the same story, right? Yellow letter is still sealed. Got a postage stamp with a Pokeball pattern on it. It's a toy. Okay. Whatever. Also, my inventory is bursting at the seams. Don't have to fiddle with that. But sure, Poe, no themes happen in my video games. Yeah, the fact that one theme keeps showing up over and over again is quite amusing to me. Maybe not the best, but it is funny. Here's Hariyama's house. It says a lot about the state of the world that almost all games, including a cozy Pokemon game, are apocalyptic. Yep, I agree. This is how Hariyama lives, apparently. Like, apocalypse is a popular theme in media anyway, but lately it seems we have a hard time thinking about anything else, which I do think is telling. I also find it interesting that, oh, this is where Flappy lives. Gen X, contemplating death. I mean, yeah. Who isn't? What was I just gonna say? Yeah, the fact that, even just like a very chill game like this is still entirely about everyone being gone. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. So the story of the game is entirely about getting humans back. Like, we really wish the humans would come back. All the Pokemon wish the humans would come back. Except for some of the legendaries. Actually, most legendaries even then also want the humans back. They're like, I miss the humans. Everything was cool when the humans were here. So the game is very much focused on the humans should come back. But I'm a real big fan of how this place works when there's no humans around. Here's Grubbin. Psyduck lives up here. Little artificial hot spring and a shower. And Azurill is over here. Another one of these. Headed out. Okay, sounds good. Have a good one. Dwarf Fortress and such will come back at some point. Right now we're chilling. Right now I'm just chilling. Gimme. Psyduck relaxed at last, yes. I feel like Psyduck does need a sauna day, doesn't he? Do you think King's Rock evolves Slowpokes? Yes. I do think so. One thing that's interesting about this game, the way this game works, is that we aren't evolving Pokemon. Like, I have to find Bulbasaur and Venusaur and Ivysaur separately. There are 3 different Pokemon that have 3 different homes and can live in 3 different places. But one Pokemon never evolves into another. Crobat, elevated yellow to grass. Okay. But I mean, it's just the fact that they'll have their own personality. They're all individuals. Made some elevated tall grass up here. And some of them, like, they get along with each other too. I actually had Ludicolo to come up and say, hey, it'd be really cool if, oh, what's the middle one? Lombre? It'd be really cool if Lombre lived nearby. I really like hanging out with him. And there's like a fun conversation between Cricketoon and Cricketot, where Cricketot was like self-conscious about his song, and Cricketoon was like, "You'll get there one day." It was really sweet. Oh, and then Mosslax. Sure would like me some what? What do you want? Here's Mosslax. Howdy, howdy, Chowder. Thanks for always bringing me tasty treats to eat. Say, you're pretty knowledgeable about food, aren't you? I got a somewhat specific request. Oh. Got a real hankering for something spicy. As long as it's spicy, I'm not gonna be picky. Okay. That's the first time Munchlax has actually asked me for something. Well balanced. Which one's spicy? Dry, bitter, sour, delicious, balanced. What do I have that's spicy? I am not see, old man needs his curry. Yeah, I don't think I have spicy yet. Huh. Okay, well, I know that I've seen Pokemon with preferences for spicy, but I haven't been able to give them anything. I have access to hot sauce, but that isn't for food. A warning wall, okay. I made some environments over here. Curious if any of them have worked yet. There should be this should be able to spawn a Crobat as well. Like, I have a Zubat, but now I need a Crobat, and then presumably also a Golbat. Oh, hello. What are you? Oh. Pelipper? Pelipper. Whoa, I found a nice home. What made you made it? Thanks. I could chill out here for a while. After I do that, I'll go find the sea and I'll float around a bit, and then maybe I'll just keep doing that for a while. Yeah. It protects its young in its beak. It bobs on waves, resting on them on days when the waters are calm. Excellent. Okay. Water, nice breezes, cleanliness, ocean vibes, watching dry. Okay. And that ticked up my environment level. Excellent. Whoops. And then I think that's everything on this spot. And then the boat. I've been on the boat. There's so much junk on the boat. I feel like I should put more people on the boat. Maybe people I'm on Pokemon. But right now it's just like, oh look. Uh-oh, 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 it's gonna explode. Okay, got it. That happens sometimes. But surprise, surprise, this is the SS Anne. Just kind of docked here on the side of the ocean. And it is mostly what you would expect out of a abandoned cruise ship. But there are a couple Pokemon who live here. SS Anne? Yeah. Which game was that from? Was that from the original? I think the original game. Yeah, here's Audino. And that's not Igglybuff, that's Happiny. This guy is so blue and pretty, doesn't it feel nice today? Yes. So then they could just set up trade stops on all these things. That's just what they do. But those two have just hang out here. They're so far away from everyone else. Closest person who lives here is like a Wingull by that windmill. So I've been thinking about like bringing them closer to everyone else. There's also this generator, which I think I just want to get rid of. I kind of want everything to be kind of natural, or as much as it can be. So I'm thinking about just taking down this whole platform here. So I think we have enough renewables that we don't really need the furnace. I built a park here. We have Parasect and Ivysaur live here. And then I built this house for Executor and Pikachu. Pale Pikachu. Goodness, if it isn't Chowder. And here I was thinking I just wanted to talk to you. Do you? Okay. I find it to be a great place to live. So I have Pichu. They're all... Oh, and up here you have Smeagol and Executor. Because why not? Because I wanted to get... Because in my mind, if Smeagol paints a grass Pokemon, then it's a landscape and a still life at the same time. And that amuses me. Then Gyarados lives here. What's his deal? Pikachu's deal is that apparently, back before the disaster, back before motions generally, Pikachu had a bunch of friends, specifically Pichu and Dedenne and a third one? Toxel, maybe? But Pikachu, like... There's some story about Pikachu providing for his friends by giving them electricity, but then, like, going too hard on it. Giving too much of himself, so now Pikachu can't produce his own electricity. Here's Pichu and Wingull. Which I'm not quite sure how that works, as far as, like, Pikachu goes. I just get along with Wingull for some reason. Thunderbolt! Sorry. So he gave too much of himself to his loved ones and is now, like, not able to take care of himself like he normally would. So we had to do, like, there was this whole arc about, like, making a charging stations to recharge Pikachu. Which was cute and wholesome. I do appreciate the take care of yourself kind of message that they got there. Also, there's still just a bunch of half-destroyed buildings that I haven't taken down yet or fixed. And Clodsar lives here. Steven Universe effect, there you go. Definitely. Oh, and so now we raise the environment level. Now I can go here. So now this zone is level 8. Which means there's new challenges that I have completed. Hooray. More stuff in the shop. Stylus Cafe Kit. Ooh. Ooh. Gather some Pokemon, build away, makes a lovely cafe where you can take a little breather. Interesting. We could build a cafe. We could build 5 cafes. I also just recently got this Fountain Plaza, which I haven't tried yet. We've made the park. The park was back over where we saw. Log cabin. That's new. I haven't made one of those. These are all like limited as well. There's like limited stock on all these kits. Okay. Still plenty to make. And then Executor and Flaffy are great, or not Flaffy? Is that Flaffy? Who's that? You're all great. You're all nice. We have two of them are average. Okay, that's not too bad. And we went in there. Okay. And then the last zone, the Skylands. Probably the most dramatic zone. Let's go say hi, see if there's any Pokemon that have popped out. But I think we're gonna get rid of our inventory and do a Dream Island. So I need to find some lava rock. I have not put enough stuff in this house yet, apparently. Here's a Rookity. We've been making a lot of concrete. I have so much concrete now. But here we're up in the air. So we're asking about what happened, right? And this is what happened. So there's some notes that we find talking about what the humans were dealing with before they left. The humans all went into space. Presumably the humans are still up in space. But they were making, they were commenting on how the ground was just shifting under them. There were like environmental disasters and everything was breaking. And then parts of the earth just started raising up into the air. And slowly, right? Like there's buildings in here that are like split between things. Like the road over here, you can see it's just, there's a top part of the road and a bottom part of the road because the ground is just split. And all this weird, mysterious stone pushing it up that I still don't understand like where this stone comes from and how that works. But apparently the ground is just made of this stuff. And it started pushing up all the ground. And that was bad. And the humans were like, okay, I guess we can't live here anymore. So the humans all went to space. But the humans were concerned that the Pokemon wouldn't be able to survive without them. So they basically, just to make it more like Talos Principle, they put all of the Pokemon in the world into a computer system because that's how Pokemon work. Hi, Electabuzz. You wish it was brighter? That would make sense. Here's Steelix. Steelix and Cyndaquil. Excellent. They just put all of the Pokemon into a computer system and said, okay, if the environment ever gets better, the computer system will let the Pokemon out. So we've been here making the environment better, and the Pokemon have been popping out, is ultimately what's happening. Got a Corviknight here, got a Trapinch here. They all seem fine. Are we in it? No, we are out of the computer. We are in the real world, as far as I can tell. Because when the Pokemon pop out, it's like they've been sleeping the whole time. They'll be like, oh, I got lost, or I've been taking a nap, and I feel really good. Where am I now? Like when we find them in a habitat, that's them like popping out of the computer system somehow. Is the understanding I have gained. There's a gym here. I want to restore this gym. The remains of a Pokemon gym. And then underneath was a Team Rocket hideout. I do have Dragapult living down here. I think Dragapult probably wants to move though. And here's more of that Pokemetal that I can harvest sometime. Reverse Talos, yes, exactly. They're very closely related. They're very close. More honey. Oh, there's a Pokemon! I was gonna say, I thought I had a new habitat down here. It's right here. So this is like, we made a spot for this Pokemon to go, so it just was like attracted to here. And it's a Poliwhirl. Excellent. Whoa, the water here's so pretty. Oh, nice to meet you. Did you here to come here to swim too? The water might get a little slimy after I swim around in it, so you can go first. Thanks. Its two legs are well developed. Even though it can live on the ground, it prefers living in water. Exercise. Okay, spinning stuff? We have like, but I have, my inventory is completely full now. Had pinwheels somewhere? Maybe I got rid of those. Ooh. I'm probably in my house. Well. So, yeah, that is in principle all the places. I have many Pokemon. Let's do... So I still have this many Pokemon left to go. Or I guess I could even just do the unknown ones. Like, oh geez. Like, these I don't even know what they are. Unknown and sensed. So I have this many Pokemon left. I still have this many Pokemon left. Like a normal Snorlax. The Gearfrig evolution, I forget its name, the Flareon. Yeah, there's so much here still. A lot of these are evolutions of things I already have. I don't think I have a Jigglypuff. I don't have... This is all alphabetical. Numerical order. There we go. That's helpful. So yeah, wow. So yeah, I don't have, or I can do this, right? We'll just do all Pokemon by number. That kind of shows me what we're missing. Plenty to collect. I have Magnemite. Magnetite I don't have, and I assume this is Magneton. I have Cubone, but not Marowak. I have all of these guys. I have a Tangrowth, but I don't have, Tangela. So I assume that'll happen. I exist in my own Pokedex, which I think is really funny. Because I am playing as a Pokemon. I have Cacturn, but I don't have Cacnea. I have Drifloon, but I don't have Drifblim. I don't have any of these three. Right? Chandelure, Litwick, or the third one. There's a third one, right? I don't have Goomy. Cramorant is apparently just on his own. I need Raichu. I need Golback and Crobat. I need Growlithe. Grimer and Muck, supposedly. I need a Chansey. And then like this, like I have Snorlax. There's like a second form of Snorlax that I need to find as well. So I have Torchic, but I don't have the other two. Hariyama is as big as that one gets, so I don't know what that is. The middle one here. Get a Raichu, it's one of my favorites. Okay. Do I even know what Raichu needs? Raichu needs Nature's Market. We could do that. Which zone should Raichu live in? I believe I have... I'll have to find a boulder. I can't move the boulders too far. But there are things I can make. I can boulder by a tree. We'll have to maybe plant a tree? Plant a tree or move a boulder? Okay, well, let's go home. Deal with our inventory. But we could put him in the new zone. We could put him in Pallet Town. The least populated one. Plenty of space for him. And a normal Pikachu lives there as well. So Pikachu and Raichu can live together. I think that works. Okay. Raichu can go anywhere, true. Probably wants a bright environment, but we don't get to see their preferences until we've befriended them. Yeah, we don't know their favorites are. Maybe not in Swamp, true. That makes sense. Swamp is one of the lesser represented environments. Like you almost have to make swamps intentionally. So I'm gonna try to dump off a bunch of my stuff that I don't need. I have a bunch of extra junk. Oh, and I wanted to do... That's right. I want to build a bunch of houses in Pallet Town. I want to do it not all at once. Think of it as an urban Pokemon, but Pikachu is in the forest in Kanto. That makes sense. Pallet Town feels nice. I do want Pallet Town to be a bit built up. There's gonna be a bunch of houses in there at some point. But that's gonna take a... It's gonna take a moment. What else am I getting rid of? I have so much furniture. This is a toy, right? Toy. Plants, decorations. I'm keeping the plushies on my person. Toy. Oh, the Magby statue. Yes. Toy. Okay. Nope, not you. Ground goes in here. I am a pack rat. I'm sure that's gonna surprise all of you. Oh, it's full. Oh no. There we go. I could probably get rid of some of the dry grass? Or the sand. We can turn sand into glass. So I'm gonna grab a couple stacks of sand. Just to make room. And I could plop some of this in here. This is all my like raw materials. I'm gonna keep the copper, so I need that for my construction. Hello, Anthric. How's it going? We are Pokemoning. We're Pokemoning up a big ol' storm here. I have so much Pokemetal now. Is that my second stack of Pokemetal? I have 2 stacks of Pokemetal. I don't need that. And then these go up here. This is like construction supplies. So I think that would go there. Yeah, pedestals go in here. Nope, not you. These are all fine. Does you go here? Yeah, okay. And you can go there. I'll keep that. Floor switch goes there. This I'll keep. This is... Oh, this is roof. Roof has its own spot. And then the planks go here. I have too many... Oh no, planks go here. I have too many boxes. I have too much junk. That goes there. You go there. You go there. You go there. And this is like actual building parts. So our roof things go here. Got a fossil. I have all my duplicate fossils. I don't know what to do with a star piece, so I'm just gonna stash it here. And then I have all my CDs. Oh, I have too many CDs. And then this is my relaxation bin. So you and you. And that's it. It's mostly just decorations. Decorations have had to been split into 2 now. Which is great, because now I have to check. You there, you there, you there. You can go in, you can go in. Okay. And then you and you. I do like this song. I think I've listened to all the, well, I probably haven't listened to all the CDs. I was trying to find the most chill, like, lo-fi tune style song. This is kind of the closest one that I found. And that's just a bench. And then plant stuff goes in here. Except I want a tree seed, so I'll keep that. And then I wanted a cash register. And there's my pinwheels. I have a cash register? I have 3 cash registers. So, Raichu wants a boulder, which we have to find, a tree, a table, and a cash register. You want, or do you want 2 tables? You need 2 tables. Do you want a long table? I could do a long table. Or counter? Let's do counter. So I have a cash register, I have 2 counters, I have a tree seed, Of course, the tree seed isn't gonna... We'll see if we can find a place to put a rock next to a tree. Because the trees take a bit to grow. Let's go to Pallet Town. There's some Pokemon that can only be found in Pallet Town. Which I found out, like, way late in the game. Apparently all the evolutions are specific to Pallet Town. And you have to do, like, a specific thing to get an item for each one specifically, so I only have, like, half of them. Okay. So we want a tree and a rock. Can I move? So this is Squovit's house. This one's not big enough. I'm trying not to crowd them in too much also. So I want to build buildings in here. I want to have like a little town here on this island. I mean, there's that boulder. There are a handful of boulders. Let's do... Oh, I can go faster? I can sprint as... That's funny. Okay. But I think I can just push this. Magby lives in the flowers. Yeah, there we go. Because I can't go through the grass. So we're just gonna push a boulder over here, I guess. And then... Oh, is this gonna need power? This might need power as well. I'm gonna take my 2 countertops. And this should face this way, I suppose. Yeah, it didn't trigger yet. Yeah, it needs power. Okay, I'm just gonna... Luckily, we have made power already. I've made windmills, I just didn't put down the utility poles. But you can see that, like, they power stuff within some range. So that's handy. We'll do that, and then we'll just work our way over. I'm gonna go behind the Poke Center. I wish I could like bury the power lines. I think they look a little distracting, but what do I know? Let's go. Guess these can all move if I need them to. Okay. And the power comes out the back, right? That's gonna go there. And you go there. And then in between. Something's in the way. Oh. The windmill. But the Diglets might unearth them and get electrocuted, true. Which will do nothing to them because the ground types would... But it would disrupt service, true. The Diglets do need to call before they dig. Okay. That would be funny. That would be like a very Pokemon universe problem, right? The utility workers are always dealing with the Diglets running around in the ground and digging up the electrical wires. So now there should be a functional habitat. Cool. Now the other thing is that this could, or no, this is only going to be Raichu. So at some point, this will spawn a Raichu. Can't really say how long it will take. It's a random thing, but that is all we need to do for Raichu to happen. So now there's power lines going everywhere. Hooray. Hooray. I do want to get a Pokemart going. I think I'm gonna put a Pokemart here. Maybe this gets shoved a little bit. I think it's just gonna go right here. Here you are. And then I think that... I think like that. I think I like that. I think I do want this path to continue up past it. But I think that will work. So. Build. Oh, and of course I need concrete. Hooray! I need someone with trade, which is gonna be Raichu. I need Raichu to build this. Oh, look! Hey, look, it's Raichu! I feel so at peace here. Zap, zap. Oh, that's coming along nicely. Goodness gracious, you didn't see that just now, did you? How frightfully embarrassing. I was just charging up electricity in my tail, you see, to help shake off this groggy feeling. I've been so sleepy. And if I don't have electricity, I simply can't muster up any energy. Yeah, that makes sense. See, they're all like sleepy when they first show up. Its tail discharges electricity into the ground, protecting it from getting shocked. Sure. You like it bright. Electronics, glass, group activities, round, play spaces. Interesting. Oh, so now Eevee is using the shop space. I should give more... Hi. Yes, I see you. Come on, trade with me. Fine, I'll buy your one berry. For 10 berries. I guess that's a little bit better. And then Raichu's just over there, knocking berries off the tree anyway. Okay. Are you gonna take over? Are you... Because you also do trade, right? Pretty sure Raichu had the trade ability. Nope, actually. Raichu is generated with a cash register, but does not have the ability to use it. Hilarious. So you're probably gonna end up in a house at some point. But I need concrete, so I have to go back home and get concrete. All before you use dig. I want like a Pokemon style like poster, right? Like an informational poster, but like with a Diglett. I think that'd be pretty great. Nope. Nope, I don't want a frame. I want to go into the chest. I'm gonna grab a block of concrete. And then go back. What other PSA posters could you do with Pokemon? I feel like you could do all sorts of like electrical caution signs with a Pikachu, which would make sense. Or like those the warning signs with the gears in the hand. If you don't want to put your hand in there because there's like turning machinery, just do that with like a clink clank. There's a lot of possibilities there. Okay. Have materials. So now we need Eevee and Tinkatink. Plus 2 others. Tinkatink is in the tree there. Hi, follow me. You. Also follow me. And then Tinkatink is hiding in there. I can see you. Oops. You follow. And then I just need Eevee. Who lives in my house, that's right. Rowlet and Fido are having fun. Or not. Okay, Eevee, where are you? There you are. There we go. Build the Pokemart. It will be done in an hour. Right before the end of stream. Here's Caesar. Or Sizor, or Skizzer, or whatever. Okay, I am gonna run to the restroom. And then I think we're gonna do a Dream Island, just for material gathering. And then maybe on the off chance we'll make a new friend. I still don't know what triggered finding Entei, but I would love to find more. Using fly not so fast. This is a residential area. Put that Latias in glide mode. I like it. I will be right back. Okay, back. So, Dream Islands are a thing. I think Drifloon lives upstairs, but isn't here currently. I want to say I want this one. So summon Drifloon. No? I have to use it outside. I thought I was being smart about like living with Drifloon and putting all of my plushes in my house so that would make it easy to go to Dream Islands, but apparently you can't use them in your house. You have to have them on the ground outside or in your inventory. Yes, hi. Ooh. I want to go to a Dream Island. I think I want Arcanine. Right? Volcanic Dream Island, yeah. So I need Volcanic Rock. We'll find other things while we're there. I also want to say this is the Dream Island where I found Entei. So I don't know that we're going to find a second one. But I also haven't found a second one in any of the others. So who knows? Also, adorable loading screens. I want to say, so there was a version of this in Animal Crossing too, right? So these are like, it's just an island. It's not tiny, but like, you can see the whole thing. And these are like disposable little islands. We can gather a bunch of materials here. They'll go away at the end of the day. And then tomorrow, if you come back, it'll be like refreshed and different. So I come here to grab stuff, which I think is the point. Got a bunch of iron ore. A party cooking pot, okay. A strength rock. These I can't pick up. Pieces of fluff. And then a house, or building. A mailbox. Hooray. Oh, hi! So Ho-Oh and Lugia show up every once in a while, but they are also not friends. I tried this the other day. I can't go up and talk to them. But they'll drop a feather. Yeah. So that's the thing that I'm gonna pick up. But then you just go away. Then you splat when you hit the ground. I can just put out the feather. Now I have a rainbow feather. Hooray! We can trade those to Gimmighoul. It'd be cool if we were friends. I don't know why they just leave every time. Okay, these are what I want. We'll see how much is actually here. These things are cool. They're not really needed for much. I think they're kind of just cool looking. Here we go. I'm so hungry. I don't know why I'm so hungry today. Maybe because I was doing stuff all weekend. Not gonna bother getting all the ore. I have so much iron. I think I have more iron than I will ever need. But see, there's like just junk under here. I'm pretty sure I've stolen a million mysterious statues from this exact building several times. I don't care. 3 Pokemetal. Hooray. I also like these stained glass windows, though. Gimme. See a Squirtle in the stream and want to catch it? Hold up! See the red wristbands? Those are government employees helping to clean up your local streams and waterways. I like the idea of a federal Squirtle. Oh, this is all just normal rock. There's that over there, but it's... Oh, it probably has like a Pokeball. Oh, right, here we go. Yeah. An iron stand, hooray. Contributing to the Poke Pension. Okay. So there's usually... So basically all of these Dream Islands have a big mound in the middle, like a little mini mountain in the middle. Oh, I should grab all of that. And then there's something under. There's usually something inside the mountain. Habitat information. What? It's just a fishing pole next to some lava. Okay. Yep, haven't done that one. What is that gonna be? Is there a lava fish? What kind of Pokemon can live in lava that you would catch with a fishing pole? Take that. Route 10, cool. So there was a little bit of stuff. I would love to make another friend, though. I would love another friend. Gold in here too, but I'm not too worried about that right now. This is why it's been such a great like evening chill game. You just come to a Dream Island and mine out all this junk. You don't have tools with durability to worry about. You just have to eat food every once in a while. But even then, you're not like, you don't get hungry. You just have to, like, to mine out certain rocks, you need to power up your rock smash. And that's it. And it's really easy to do so once you unlock the ability to. So it's just, yeah, sure, I'm just gonna go mine a bunch of gold. On a disposable island that's not gonna mess up my nice environments. Just get all of this. I think I need 50 of these? Oh, come on. Whoop. Have you seen this picture of a Sudowoodo? No, you didn't. Keep on walking. Don't chop down that tree. It's a Pokemon. Okay. What does that put us at? That is 67. Okay, so that might already be enough. But I do want to do it once over, make sure we're not missing anything fancy. There's usually like a way, like a tunnel underneath from the outside. It's interesting that there was a cave on that you accessed from the top. No. Oh, I can go faster. Keep forgetting that I can move faster as this. I just learned that today. No. Might have been it. Yeah. So they're randomized a little bit. They're definitely very similar every time you come back. I've seen that building each time I've come here. And it's in like a different location each time. Yeah, is this the only inside bit? That might be the only inside bit. Okay. I think that's fine. I wonder how high up... I don't know if I've ever actually found like the top. How high up can you go? Pretty dang high. Sure. Why not? Can you build this high? I want to build something this high. If that's possible. We're still moving. I can even go faster up. Oh, here we go. That's the top. Wow, that is much higher than I thought it would be. Also, there's no fall damage. Loot it. So that's nice. Oh, out of PP. Okay, I think we go back home. And we're gonna start a gigantic construction that won't be done today. So you're not gonna get to see it. But I do want to get it started. You could have like a construction zone, you must wear hard hats beyond this point thing, and it's like a conkeldurr. And then I think we're just going to Pallet Town. there's like 3 really large constructions that I have kits for. And this is the first one. And it didn't even let me like put down the other 2 until this one was done. I kind of thought I was going to be able to just like plop them down and set a spot for them, but it appears not. Hi, Raichu. You want to help? I need like everyone for this one. Needs like 15 people. You. Come on. You. Come on. Caesar and Sylveon seem like a strange combination. You keep your scissor hands off those ribbons. I'd like to partake in the next building. Okay. Come along. Oh, I can only bring so many. Okay. All right, come on, everyone. I'm also very appreciative of this. It just kind of figures itself out. Iconic butch femme couple, yes. I like that. Okay. So now I have the materials. Have some Pokemon. That's 5 Pokemon, right? So I specifically need Tinkaton and Cramorant. Interesting that I need to fly for a building, but okay. I won't question it. I also really like the sun. Something about the sun is very pleasing. It's a very pretty game, gotta say. You leave that bagel dog alone. Follow me. And then I need Tinkaton. Or Tinkatuff. Whoever you are. Heading out with my bestie. Come on. And then Espeon, why not? And Sylveon. And that's 5. That's 5. What's your favorite evolution, everyone? Space. Cramorant is very, very bizarre. Raichu's just over there. An odd bird, if you will. I will. There we go. So now I just need 5 of any Pokemon. Kind of always like Jolteon. Jolteon's a good choice. I'm definitely partial to some of the later ones, like Umbreon, Sylveon, Glaceon. I like Glaceon. I like them all, honestly. I wonder if I even have enough Pokemon in this zone. Glaceon has great hairdresser. Yeah. Munchlax, get over here. Okay, follow me. I'm assuming I can't have Bulbasaur follow me since... Oh, maybe you can. Yeah, you have to a different time. Okay. Because you're here for an event, not for normal things. Follow me. Oh, Fido. Surely you can help somehow. So I need 2 more. Who have I not grabbed? Might be everyone. Did I get Rowlet? I think Rowlet's over there. And like Tink is doing the Poke Center. Yeah, that might be everyone we have in the zone so far. That's fine, because we can bring Pokemon from other zones. It's just, Oh, Jump Fluff. I see you. I see you. You thought you could get away. Okay, so we only need 1 more. Zoned out, I'll have to VOD Raichu coming. Oh, that's fair. He showed up like right after we built the zone. Like I walked away and then turned around and he was there. I know what you mean though. I am very spacey today. Is he cute? Of course he's cute. He's right over here. Right? Doop, doop, doop. Come on, Jump Fluff. There you are. And it's like midnight here, which doesn't help. That's true. There he is. Talking Mongs? Yes. Pokemon can talk to other Pokemon, and we are a Pokemon. How's it going? Are you here to also admire the scenery, dear? How are you doing, Raichu? How's my home's comfort level? Well, I'm not sure since I'm not there right now, but I'm fairly sure it was nice. Okay, sounds good. Yeah, look at him. Can I give you food while you're on the job? There you go. I'll be happy now. I'm gobbling this right up. Okay. So let's go back home real quick to grab 1 more Pokemon, because we clearly don't have that many Pokemon here. The Ditto being a person, yes. So we are pretty late into this game, so if for some reason you care about spoilers, caution about that, I guess, but we are a Pokemon who has transformed into our former trainer, but all the humans are gone. All the humans are gone. This is a world that is completely ruled by Pokemon at this point. All the humans have fled into space because environmental catastrophe. You know how that goes. So we are a Ditto, behaving like a human, trying to restore the environment to attract the humans back. And so far we have not attracted any humans back, but we've attracted a lot of Pokemon. Duskull, come with me. Okay, so now we're literally just gonna go back. Huge part of a team making a ROM-hacked Pokemon game. Oh, excellent. Okay. So you know what's up in Tin Tower. Excellent. Very cool. ROM hacks are so cool. Should we do a ROM hack stream one day? There's a lot of really good Pokemon ROM hacks that I've never played. Literally never played any of them. Which seems like an oversight on my part. Okay, you're still, yep, here you are, okay. So many fun ROM hacks. There's quite a few. And some of them are quite well loved as far as I can tell. Like, it's not as niche of a thing as I would expect almost. The fact that Duskull only has one eye, technically, always gets me. Okay. Construction. Begin. Altar of Flame. We'll be done tomorrow. So, get to work! Pokopia, the world of Pokemons, yes. So it's all very, human apocalypse. This is like the least... This is the area that didn't have, human stuff in it to start with. All the other zones are like towns that have been demolished and abandoned. And you kind of rebuild, you start rebuilding the environment, is the idea. But this is like the blank slate zone, which is the zone that I've done the least in, which is why I'm here now. Pokemon Fire Emblem. Embloom? That would be fun. Is that an actual ROM? That'd be fun. There was a thought there. It's gone now. I want to make some houses in here. I want this to be like a little built-up town area. So I think the first thing I'm going to do is set a spot for my path. I want a path in here. And I can make various kinds of road. Up by my house up there, I've been doing this triangle floor, which I kind of like. I don't know if this is going to be for like, all of my roads. So I've been using this, which I kind of like. I don't dislike it. But there's plenty of others. There's this neon flooring. I want it to be more natural. There's this hex flooring. Perfectly suited for high-tech places such as laboratories. It's stylish. Glossy ceramic tile that can be used for walls or flooring, and it can be painted. Interesting. I haven't done enough with the painting yet. I'm curious. Let's... Actually, I'm gonna do a sampler. We're gonna do like our windows. I want to see what some of these look like in different colors. Aged stone flooring, light marble. Requires limestone specifically, okay. Lined stone. Different from limestone. With the optimizations you've got going on DF speedrunning hardcore Nuzlocke games in nightmare difficulty ROM hacks is a possibility, but maybe not for sanity. You say that. So let's remove the word speedrunning from that sentence for the moment. I'm not opposed to it, but geez. The carpet? These can change color too. We can change the color of the brick. So this is maybe a dirty secret, something I don't necessarily want to admit. I've never actually played a Nuzlocke. I've never actually done a Nuzlocke. Oh, I need to get my paint. Ugh. That's in a different place. When you see someone on their, like, 75th attempt at some fiendish Kaizo Nuzlocke, just think, no, yeah. Neither have I. Nuzlocke sounds scary. It is scary. It is scary. That's the point of it, right? Should my first Nuzlocke and my first ROM hack be the same thing? Should I just do a blind ROM hack as a Nuzlocke? Is that absolute suicide? I wouldn't speedrun it. Haven't even played base Pokemon. Okay, that's absurd. I win forever. Okay. I thought you meant ever. I am actually gonna go home to get my paint. Depends heavily on the ROM hack. That is very fair. What is the most... I don't want to say friendly because making it easy isn't the point. But what's the most appropriate ROM hack for a Nuzlocke? Is there a ROM hack that's like more Nuzlocke forward or like Nuzlocke focused? That would make a good like first Nuzlocke ever run. Paint. It's not even all the colors, but it's good enough for now. Pokemon Yellow. I'm not sure I've actually sat down and played the first gen Pokemon games. The first one I really played was Diamond. And then I played some of like the like I played Ruby, but like the re-release of Ruby, the remake of Ruby. But even like Gen 2, I've really only poked at a little bit. Honestly not sure. I'm thinking about the more transformative ROM hacks making it difficult to even know what the mechanics are the first time. Yeah, that's true. Hi, Smeagol. Smear Guru. Oh, and we can teach him patterns as well. I've not done this at all. I've like seen pictures of patterns and then I can tell Smear Guru about it. Okay, I can paint a hand car. Oh, okay. Here. Bricks. Aha, okay. So we can do white brick. Could do red brick, which looks like brick. Blue, yellow, green. What would that even be? Green plus cyan? It's like teal? But I haven't even made green paint yet. Orange. Purple? That's kind of cool. Brown? Cyan. Cyan is its own color, so then what is... Green plus cyan. Okay. Red plus pink makes pink? These colors don't have names. Green plus yellow, white plus black. Okay, sure. Red plus blue, that's... Ooh, actually. That's actually a fun color. The one that Mlemdota and HFSHF, yes, were involved in is like designed to be Nuzlocke but incredibly difficult. Platinum Kaizo. Wouldn't say it's possible to do blind, but are like calculating every fight ahead of time to plot a path to victory. You don't have to win the game to get on the leaderboard. It's that hard. That's insane. Does a certain number of gyms. Not an expert at all, but yeah, mental becomes a real competitive science. Wow. I'd say any normal Pokemon game is fine to Nuzlocke blind. Fair. I think that makes sense. That's a fun color too. It's just a dark blue. Black. I kind of... Would this be good floor for Pallet Town? Can also do any of these, really. This is a different... No, these are the same. Yeah. To some extent, you need to Google the gym leaders to avoid overleveling. Overleveling? In a Nuzlocke, isn't that just safety? Want to play the game while friends watch and make Pokemon memes? Yeah. Yeah. My understanding of the core rules. I know the general premise of a Nuzlocke for sure. Oh, is there a rule about overleveling? It's a fine floor. It's not as interesting. I am curious about this one. Ooh. That's pretty cool. Like, it seems like it has like a variant, different kinds of colors in there. I like that. Ooh, I like that. This is a serious contender for what we're doing. And then there's that other floor. There's this hex floor. Which is fine. Nothing wrong with it. But I think I like this. Of course, we're going to have to make a bunch more. I'm going to make a bunch of paint. Which means gathering a bunch of berries. I do like that. Nope. Yes. Yes. All done. Okay. Did that use like all of my paint? No, that seemed okay. Okay. One Pokemon per route. Yep. Must be first encounter. Yep. No repeat mons. Never fight a gym or key checkpoint with a mon above the level of the highest mon the Pokemon has. Oh, I guess I haven't heard that one. You can't be above them at all? That's brutal. Cause like playing normal base Pokemon, I like playing like 2 or 3 to 5 levels over a gym leader is like the safe way to do it. Same as box forever, of course. Most people then do fixed set in battle and no in-battle items. Jeez. Yeah, no over-leveling is brutal. Also, the fact that it has to be the first Pokemon you encounter? I don't know. I like the idea of like picking which one. Obviously, like 1 per route is kind of the core thing. And if it dies, it goes away. To me are like the core Nuzlocke things. Two, 3, 4, 5. So you have to use berries and held items or rest, etc. type moves. You can't potion. Oh, jeez. Jeez. think I like that. What do we think about this color? This color and tile combination. Oh, went too far. Look, it's a single player game, so you can just do whatever what looks like a challenge, right? Yeah, but I mean, if people are gonna, I'm sure people get so picky about Nuzlockes, right? Since it's like an established format that people play. It's like kind of glossy. I like this. I think I like this. So if you do house rules on your Nuzlocke, everyone's gonna come in being like, oh, you're doing Nuzlocke wrong. First mon on route adds a luck element, of course. People looking up the odds of each mon and praying they get the one they want. Yeah. Depends on, like, depending on the game, depends on what time of day you do it too. Let's go do a good chunk of this. Let's do, oh, it takes clay. Oh, it takes clay. Okay, well, in for a penny. This won't be the whole map. This will be like our little core town area will be with this tile. So let's go back to Smeargle. I like to use items I find including revives, and if I accidentally over level by 1 level, I don't bin that mon. Right. One of the cities I visited had tiles like that for walls on 40% of the buildings, and it was so cool. Yeah, it does. It definitely reminds me of like a Mediterranean style tile. The thing that fascinates me about Kaizo Nuzlocke is there's no training really. People just give themselves rare candies. Because it's not about grind, it's about the tactic of each fight. That's fair. But isn't leveling by rare candy like less effective than leveling by experience? Or is that always true? Does Kaizo Nuzlocke just give you a pile of rare candy? Huff, wheeze, I won't lose. Okay. I'm rooting for you, I guess. Okay, a stack of 100 only takes 10 of each kind of paint. That's not so bad. EVs make it less effective. Yeah, for EVs I think so, not sure how that fixes it. Yeah. I mean, if it's a ROM hack, then maybe they just... Oh, he leaves paint? He leaves paint tracks. Amazing. Yeah, maybe the ROM hack changes that. Nuzlocke sounds like Left 4 Dead game. Acquire a new member, the team upon entering a new area. Slaughter everyone on your way to the end. Yep. Except that if they die, you don't find them in a closet later. They're just gone forever. Oh, and you have to name every Pokemon, right? That's a core part of Nuzlocke, as far as I'm concerned. Okay. This amount of tile will not get me nearly as far as I want it to. I need to find more clay. I need a more reliable way to get clay. Oh, and if I want to do stairs here, I probably need to... Can I dye my stairs? I don't think stone stairs can be colored. Yeah. Oh, I didn't even think of that. Still working. Okay, so I'm gonna do stone stairs. As silly as that is. There we go. And then like just going back that way is gonna use all my tile, but I guess I do want to do that, don't I? I do want it to be kind of cohesive. We'll start our first buildings back here. Then this can be a stair. Oh, come on. So if I were to blind Nuzlocke a non-ROM hack game, like one of the mainline games, what would be a good one to Nuzlocke? What's a good first Nuzlocke game? If I'm looking for challenge, but not like an achievable challenge, if that's what I'm looking for, what would I do? I think that's pretty cute. I think I like that. Nuzlocke Dwarf Fortress. I'm pretty sure there's a Pokemon conversion mod for Dwarf Fortress. So you could do adventure mode. Oh my god. Adventure mode Nuzlocke? You wouldn't even have to do anything different to make it a Nuzlocke. They just actually die. Which have I played? So I have played... I'm gonna think like chronologically. The first one I played through was Diamond and Pearl. I did one of the Ruby and Sapphire remakes. I did Black and White, but not Black and White 2. I did not do X and Y. I did Sun and Moon. I did not do Scarlet Violet. And I did not do the other one. What am I'm missing one there. I did Arceus. I did ZA. Arceus would be interesting. I could do an Arceus Nuzlocke. Okay, so I'm thinking Heart Gold might be good. Oh, that's fair. So Gen 2. Right? Yeah, I like a lot of these. A lot of old school Pokemon. And that's the one, is that the one where you get access to like all the first game areas as well? Right? Like you play the Gen 2 game, but then you like get access to all the Gen 1 areas. Am I thinking of that correctly? I only say it as you haven't done it before and it's got Johto and Kanto, yeah. So hilariously, I've played Crystal, but not like not normal Crystal. I'm gonna go back to my house. So Zeva and I were getting into not ROM hacks specifically, but like, you know, along with speedruns, there's just like a bunch of alternate game modes to existing games. One of the things that we did a couple times was we played Crystal Battleship a couple times. And that was wild. That's an experience. I almost want to do that on stream one day. Hello, Mlem. How's it going? But you like, and it was Crystal, right? So it wasn't Heart Gold. It was definitely like the old school one. But then like we each got our own board of the Pokedex, and we had to like place our ships on the Pokedex. And then when you catch a Pokemon, that's like you firing at the other person's Pokedex. And you have to sink their ships by catching those Pokemon. Kind of wild. It was a randomizer, so that's what it was. It was a randomizer, but not like it wasn't an archipelago, but it was a randomizer. It wasn't a speedrun thing. It wasn't a Nuzlocke. It wasn't a ROM hack. But it was like a weird way to play Pokemon. So that's like my only experience with Crystal, is playing it as a Battleship, which is kind of hilarious on its own. Oh, and I didn't read all your stuff. Okay, hold on. OBS, you can scroll. I know you can. Gen 1 is quite spiky in terms of difficulty, very, very easy most of the time, then randomly hard, can be a bit jarring. Gen 2 has dog shit level curves and like one hard fight in the whole game. Gen 4 is quite hard for a first Nuzlocke. Gen 5 is also hard. Gen 5, 6, and I don't know about. Interesting, so I'd say Emerald. I did like Emerald. Emerald is probably one of my favorite of the ones that I've played. Plus if I have, cheeky bit of augury. Yep, that's fair. Of the ones I've played, Emerald was one of my favorites. And it's been long enough. Like, that was maybe... I mean, definitely pre-COVID. That could be 7 or 8 years ago that I actually played that, and I played it on my phone. Played it on an emulator on my phone. So, that's not a bad thought. I like Gen 3 Pokemon. Gen 3 Pokemon are some of my favorites. Okay, so there's a bunch of these little housey things that I want to do. There's Pink Hut, Pink Cottage, Orange Hut, Orange Cottage, Gray Hut, Gray Cottage, Yellow Hut, Yellow Cottage, and then like this fountain thing. And then there was that other thing that we got. Maybe that's what I want to do. I want to do like one of each of these. So let's at least like pick spots for these. Maybe that's what we'll do. Expert analysis, I do agree. While Gen 2 is fun, its difficulty curve is janky. Gen 1 and 2 piss easy. 3 nightmare, 4 tricky. Jasmine can be tricky, but yeah. It's actually fair. I would say after having done a few Nuzlocks before doing HGSS, but I was still quite new, Claire was the only hard fight in the game. Gen 3 is objectively best, I think. My heart loves Gen 2, and I've played Gen 4 most, but Gen 3 is best. Interesting. There's a warm spot in my heart, for sure. Emerald was also the only time that I've played one of the re-releases. Like, I played Diamond and Pearl when it was new. I played Sun and Moon when it was new. I've played old school Crystal, like, it's it was old at the time that I played it, but I didn't play the remake. Is this someone's house? This is just a tree. So I want just like a little one here, right? Let's do pink hut here. This is like, geez, that's as small as I get. This is Machop's home. I'm gonna relocate some of these flowers by stuffing them in my pocket. Whitney wasn't tough, although Jasmine was tough for solo runs, apparently. It has been... So I remember enjoying Emerald, but it's been long enough that I don't probably recall anything, honestly. My memory is so poor when it comes to things like that. So Pokopia has talking moth. It sure does. Nothing but, really. They're also really funny. They all, oh, look, they finished. It's kind of like Animal Crossing, where, like they'll have, there's like maybe half a dozen different speaking styles. Like some of them say yo a bunch. Some of them are like, hey, and I don't know. There's a couple different speech styles among them, but they all have kind of their own personality to some extent. That's pretty nice. I think I like that placement. Sure, why not? Pokemon Jasmine and Pokemon Saffron. Just plop all my materials in there. Oh, it also needs clay, of course. Got a pull player character? We sure do. I love our player character here. Never had Claire issues. I think it really depends on the team. Ghost Gym can be easy or hard if you lose tempo and get bogged down. Equally, Miltank is either fine or roll out your whole team. Yeah. Yeah. Which Takimon has the quirkiest personality? I'm quite partial to, I don't know if it's quirky, but, Dragonite? Dragonite is like the most laid-back, sleepy. Dragonite is very sleepy, and I like him. Oh, and then Onyx. Onyx called me Bud. It's like, how you doing, Bud? I like him. Okay. We finished a Pokemart. You know that Pokemart you wanted? Well, it's done. Come on, take a look. Here you. I'll show you. Ta-da! There we go. Hooray. Pokemart is complete. Yay. Hee so what you think? Pretty great, right? Whenever you need to build something, let me know. Okay. Okay. Vicavolt. Hey, Ditto, welcome back. Where'd you run off to this time? My comfort, let's see, I'm thinking average. See, it's hard to get them to say anything really interesting unless they want something. The Pokemon built capitalism, it's true. To be fair, it's a barter system. I can buy anything with like honey or sticks. There's no actual currency. I do need to power it though. Pokemon planned economy, yes. It's a planned Pokemon village. You do get vending machines, but they're free. Oh, tomorrow. Crystal Kaizo did some difficulty curves. Pokemon 5-year plan. Okay, so I think I want like a little road going here. Maybe a building here. Or maybe just another building right next door, and then the road continues like over here. Pokemon feudalism with Ditto at the top. Yeah, could a new blind Nuzlocke it? Yeah, so the question that started this conversation is, would it be complete folly to have my first ROM hack and my first Nuzlocke be the same run? And just freaking go for it? Or is that a bad idea? I'm assuming it's a bad idea. How do I want to do this? Of course, like all of these are people's homes now. So I can't just build roads through here and destroy everything without unhousing people. Let's try this. I said you can place things without them being buildable. I guess I should think about that as well. I'm gonna put the pink next to the pink. I'm curious about this. This one's, oh, that one's big. Okay. So maybe like a cottage goes on this side? I think there's no space for a cottage over here. Kind of, maybe, not really. Not really. Maybe we'll... How's this fountain? This fountain's like the same size. Maybe fountain is what we need to pick first. No, LOL. Okay, that's fair. 90s Taco Bell color scheme. True. That's true. I like this color. I think I like this color. I'm gonna push this rock. Just for the sake of it being a rock. And I think I want the road to come out and then up a bit, because I need to connect with over here. Right? I want to connect with that over there. So it's gonna come up maybe here. And then we can come up and then like maybe do a zigzag and then meet up with over here. I think that's the idea. And then I can do like this. Depends if you want to do a more authentic experience of leveling naturally in training, has advantage or disadvantage or not. Yeah. At some point, things like Nuzlocks and ROM hacks are just so outside of the default Pokemon experience. I don't feel the need to, like, artificially make it more natural, quote-unquote. I think at that point I'm okay with it just being weird. Probably don't even have enough blocks for this. Yep. One of the worst things about a Nuzlocke is the freaking gym puzzles and having to do them a dozen times when you go back to the Pokemon Center after each fight. Yeah, that's fair. Well, that kind of depends on which game you're doing, right? Because some of them kind of stay solved, depending on what generation we're talking about, right? Or am I mistaken on that? I guess we can get close. Not the stupid cog one. Fair. Okay, well, I'm definitely gonna need a lot of clay before I can make all of these tiles, but I think that's fine. So then I'm gonna have this continue that way. So maybe our water fountain goes here. Our fountain plaza. Because then it'll be one away there. I guess it's... Yeah? Can I visualize? Nope, I cannot. That might be okay though. Also, I heard someone. Yeah, there you are. Ho-Oh, come back! I think it'd be cool if I could just come up and talk to him. Come here. Hey. 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 No? Okay. Pokemon Guess Who? Pokemon of Catan. That might exist. To be honest, it will piss off purists, but I'd maybe recommend using items in battle. I mean, I feel like I'd have to go pretty hardcore to not piss off the purists, right? I'm probably gonna have at least one house rule like that. So I don't know how... I don't know if keeping them happy is my priority. At least for the first one. Because I definitely enjoy a challenge, but I don't want to just set myself up for failure, right? So if I have this road come back this way, I could put maybe a house over here. I think we could fit a cottage here. Maybe let's do... gray cottage back here. And then, so this... No, can't really... Don't tell me! Okay, so just on the other side of this tree would be fine. Right, and then I want them to line up in this dimension. I want like an overhead view. I need to stand on this tree. I guess this tree's gonna be right in front of the door. Is Swords Dance better than Work Up? Which one's Work Up? I'm always a fan of Swords Dance. So I want to go here, here? Here. So that lines up. Plenty of room. Yeah. I think that goes there. Limestone? Okay. Jeez. Going with yes. So no, Work Up is ups attack and special attack. Swords Dance greatly ups attack. Okay. So 2 stages of one versus one of both. I mean, for me, I typically focus a Pokemon on either attack or special attack. I don't know if that's smart. But like in my mind, if a Pokemon is too spread between attack and special attack, then it's not doing either one very well. That probably depends on the Pokemon, honestly. So I'm gonna have that road come out this way. Maybe we put our tomato garden over here. Road can continue out into the sand if I wanted. I guess I could put like a maybe yellow cottage goes out here. You never played pre-special split. Oh, wasn't Gen 2? How did Gen 2 do it? I remember it being different. Difference between normal and special attacks. Yeah, if you do an old gen, not a remake, be careful with that. I remember Crystal being weird, but I forget in what way it is weird. Or exactly how it worked. It's like it depends on the move, right? Or what? Remind me how it changed. It used to be like the typing, but now it's individual moves. Is that what I'm remembering? What if I put a little hut back here? I need a yellow hut back here. I like this pond though. Maybe road comes out this way, and I have this hut facing this way. I think that's nice. Then... I mean, that's a fair bit. I mean, that's one, two... That's only 3 houses. So I guess I'll probably get another one up here. So I have this road come here, and then come along this way. And then go up that way. So this spot in the middle is all open. So I'll do maybe Orange Cottage. 'Cause it's a bit larger. Alright, I think that gives plenty of room. Move the utility pole, obviously. Come back like one. I think I want that. So I'll have a road come around here, go up here, and then if I want this to continue off that way, it can. I think that works. So that's a handful of homes. In this area. I think that'll look nice. I guess there's a spot like here as well. Maybe this could be a park. A spot right here. Did I bring the park? I don't think I have the park kit on me. Yeah, maybe we'll put a park there. But there's that other thing that we unlocked too. I'll put something there. Anyway. What's that? Well, there's gonna be some landscaping. There's gonna be all sorts of stuff to do here now. But I think that gets me started. Like maybe a flowery garden type thing here. Anyway. Old games, all attacks of a certain type counted as special attack, in which case it uses special attack and special defense. Now each move is categorized instead of special attack versus defense. Yeah, that sounds familiar. Or special, right? Because like all water moves used to be special, right? But now some water is special and some is not. That is true. I remember that vaguely. Why do you need ore? Why does it need copper ore and not copper? Anyway, I'm hungry. So fire punch in the old game is special, as all fire is special, but physical in the games. I think I pulled that example out of there. I think you're right. I want to say at least water was that way. Like, yeah, it used to be like all water was special attack. Anyway, we can talk about this more in Discord. Clearly I'm gonna have to do a Nuzlocke at some point. I don't know, maybe Gen 3 Nuzlocke. All water is still special to me? Oh, okay. That sentence changed meaning with the last two words. Fun after a battle, my Happini evolved into Chansey and my Riolu evolved into Lucario. Wow, that's a couple big upgrades right there. Dorks are in our Pokemon era now, true. Too true. Okay, I have no idea when that's gonna happen. Anyway, come by on Thursday. We're gonna continue. This is probably a one-time thing, unless you're really interested in Pokopia. This was kind of I didn't know what to do today kind of a solution. So we're just kind of chilling. If you really enjoyed this stream, let me know. I am going to be playing this game more, whether or not is on stream. Probably gonna do Dwarf Fortress on Thursday. Whether or not it is what we want to do or not, but we'll plan on doing Dwarf Fortress on Thursday, and probably not streaming on Saturday. That's kind of my plan right now. Maybe sometime soon we'll do a Nuzlocke. Maybe we'll pick up a new game. We still have plenty of Talos Principle to go through, so we'll do that at some point. And then you put the idea of Dwarf Fortress Nuzlocke in my head. So now I have to find a way to make that happen. So now I need to be like, I need to play a Dwarf Fortress mod, a Pokemon mod for Dwarf Fortress, where we play a human adventurer and recruit 6 Pokemon friends. And do something with them? Take on a vault? And if they die, they die. Because that's just how Dwarf Fortress works. At that point, it's not even a Nuzlocke, it's just Dwarf Fortress. It turns out Dwarf Fortress is a roguelike. Defeat the Dark Lord. Leave my wires alone, you dorks. Oh my god, okay. I'm gonna wrap up because today's episode is brought to you by a chair. Have a seat. And by viewers like you, clicking on all those buttons down there, hanging out with us live, hanging out in VODs, hanging out in Discord, hanging out in the little houses that I'm making for my Pokemon friends, and not eating my HDMI cables. Oh my god. I hope you have a good one. I hope you have a good rest of your week. I hope you have a good rest of your evening. And I hope you stay kind.